There in front is the Twee Rivieren gate. Botswana on the one side, South Africa on the left hand side, and that's actually the border in between. And here we turn left to Polai, which is the Komani San Kalahari Heritage. It's next to the Komani San Heritage Park. It's already a new sign. This is Komani San communal land that you got on the left, and that's the Kalahari's border, southern border. And this is the staff quarters, and it looks like Tokkie's donkey car that's standing waiting for us. Yeah, it is. Hello, donkeys. So Tokkie here used to be working in the park. Tokkie, I'll show you pictures where Tokkie has followed many and tracked many lions. He's a tracker, one of the best trackers that they had in the Kalahari. He retired a bit early because of his eyes, because of all the bright sand and stuff, trailing lion and stuff. His eyes got weakened and so on, and he left before he should have left. In today's life, they would have got a huge medical pension and so on. Betsy and his son is living with them, and they're looking after or just getting to survive. So Tokkie used to be an old line dart. Hoeveel leeu's het jy gedart, Tokkie? So I asked him how many lions they've darted to bring back to the park, because every time a lion actually escaped the park, they ate goats and cattle, and the park must respond as quick as possible to go out, dart them and bring the lions back. And he was one of those guys that actually went with, tracked those lions, told the guys that dart them, and then bring the lions back. So he's personally looked at probably the survival of most probably 50 or 60 or 70 lions if you take it progressively, like, you know, the two lions, let's say, kom ons sê 20 leeu's, of is dit 30? Om Dawie sê hy het 57 gedart. Jy kan mos saam gewees. So he was over the 60 lions that he's been involved with the darting process, and that 60 means that he's kept that lion alive, brought him back into the park, they reproduced and had more cubs. So he's probably saved close to 300, 400 lions, if you look at it that way. Now today they're escaping, and it's very difficult. The guys are not bringing him back because of the situation in the Botswana park. So Tokkie has done his bit to produce or to protect the lion and so on. And we would like the people to look after these guys now while they're staying out here in the veld and the dunes with a little bit of water and making ends meet with whatever is provided. Very important, because they're the social surveillance on the outside of the fences. If the lion breaks through, they would respond and phone the park to come and rescue them and keep them alive, and therefore protect the gene pool. So this is Tokkie and them. We've been knowing for 20 years or 30 years or so, and we're back here. We sponsored them some goats. When I got here, Tokkie had nothing. All his goats or his sheep was dead. Allemaal was dood, né? En julle het gewag vir grant van die government of iets, né? Het Tokkie? Het jy bokke gehad?
Ja, het gehad en gehad.
Toe is hulle allemaal dood. Then they all died. They all died. So then we sponsored 5 goats. They are now 9. 1 died, and we're going to look at getting more. That's what Betty is saying. Maybe if we get another ram, we can fast forward the process. And as soon as those lambs get to a specific stage, there's at least some meat, or they can sell some for extra money and so on. So we'd like you to get involved with us to help these guys either get more goats, but whatever you put in is what will go to these guys.